is going on, dudes? How you guys doing? I am TheeRealDuke. Welcome to the judging of 3 Block Challenge number 2 and build season number 4 here in the InfiniteHeights Minecraft server. We are about to have a really good time. I have 2 special guest judges with me tonight. Discovery is going to be stopping by in a little bit. He's at last check. He was okay. He stopped building. He was screaming. He was building as fast as. Yeah, you better not be cheating, boy. He's looking at me now. He saw me. He was rushing to get his done last minute. Special guest judge number 2 is Slicks, 77.
Hey guys, Discoveries is here now.
Oh, Disc joined us also. He's here now. What's up, Disc?
Who am I?
Disc?
Disc is on.
Are you server owner?
Hi, my name is Disc.
Mm-hmm.
Here
That's all we get.
because finished.
Well done.
Very clean.
How much?
Breaking up?
How long did that take you? Okay. And Kissy is joining us. What's up, Kissy?
Hey.
So if you are new to the 3 Block Challenge, I will explain it to you. It goes a little something like this. We have plots that are 13 by 13 by 13. You can build anything you want using only the 3 blocks that we have chosen for this particular challenge, up to 5 torches and up to 3 signs. That's it. It ain't hard. Or is it hard? It's a little hard. Some people find it more challenging
Very
than others,
hard.
but it's fun. But it's fun. We have fun. So that's pretty much it, man. The plots, you can actually, the regions for the plots, and we're ironing some stuff out. It's true, but the regions for the plots are actually 15 by 15 by 13. So you got to build, like, the 13 by 13 is on the lights, but it may be my fault for not explaining that correctly. So we're gonna use our good judgment when we're going around tonight and checking out builds, because people may have built slightly larger. Again, I don't think I've explained it quite as well as I have for things like the Pixel Art Challenge, for example, where that is a huge thing. So I don't know. We'll see. Did I miss anything, special guest judges?
Or you did
Sounds
not.
good.
Okay. If you are checking us out on the live stream, what's up, dudes? What's really good? What's good? Thank you. I hope you guys are ready to have some fun. We're about to have some fun. If you're checking us out after on the YouTubes, you should have been there because we had a crazy time. Disc was face camming. He didn't have a shirt on. It was awesome. It was awesome. You guys ready to do this?
I
Do
am.
it.
Okay. Jumping right in. Plot number 1. Outcast Endy. Let's see what we got here. Look from
Okay,
this angle.
pom-pom.
Scorpion of the Red Sands. View in moody nighttime. Alright, so he likes looking from this angle at it. Okay. Well, I do have to say it looks pretty intimidating. Pretty vicious from this angle. And he's actually got the claws. To make the claws look right, the top claws actually bend backwards a little bit, but it looks right from this angle, which is cool.
That stinger
Yep.
looks
Another one of these.
very dangerous.
Yes. What were you gonna say, Disc?
I was saying that it's another one of these side, front.
Yep.
Is that on the edge? I think you should have made this just a little bit wider so you could space the feet out more.
Yeah, I think he could have maybe. I think he could have maybe done a little bit more detail in the legs. Because I think on scorpions aren't the legs like a little bit disproportionately longer than
I believe so.
the claws at the front, right?
Yeah.
So I think he still have maybe 1 or 2 blocks to play with for the legs to add some detail. What do you think, Izzy?
I gotta admit something. When I first seen this, it was daylight.
Mhm.
I honestly thought it blended too much into the background that he has set up right here.
Uh-huh.
But now that it's nighttime, the lighting that he chose to turn on actually makes the scorpion stand out very nice. All in all, I think it's a good build.
I agree. I think it is a really good choice to switch the lighting up. I mean, you can see with just the 2 lights he chose to turn on at the top, it was definitely part of his consideration. I think he's definitely to be commended with his sensitivity and attention to the lighting. With his just general sensitivity. He's a sensitive little guy. No.
Yeah, pom pom.
Oh, newly promoted too to moderator on the Infinite Heights Minecraft server. Congratulations to that.
How did that happen? How
You
did
know,
he get mod?
I didn't. Well, I sure as heck didn't promote him. So
I didn't do it.
Kissy didn't do it because we don't value her opinion in anything.
Yeah,
Her
I
opinion
know,
doesn't
right?
matter at all.
It doesn't.
so
I guess, yeah.
Just
why we
disregard
can't
Kissy.
Move along. It's a Title IX thing that we have to have her as a
Oh.
judge. We got nailed.
Kissy took my place.
Ooh. as the punching bag, it's hazing.
Yeah.
It
Thanks.
is hazing. No, my only gripe about this is that we are in a 3 block challenge, and so like it's in 3 dimensions. It's not in 3 dimensions because we're in a 3 block challenge. It's just the nature of this type of challenges that we are building in all 3 dimensions. And Disc, you mentioned this is a build that you can see from an angle, like Nevermore's was last time. But as you cruised around Nevermore's, it was maybe abstracted or kind of crazy looking from different angles, but the angles were still there was attention paid to composition and stuff from those different angles.
Agree.
And this we got just some bars coming across the side here, which
And it makes it a little difficult to actually see, and I don't always like when the sides are completely flat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a little difficult to look at.
yeah.
But nevertheless, good job, Outcast.
Yeah, I think Outcast, you did so well with the scorpion. What I guess I'm saying is that maybe if you took these walls down and just gave us more scorpion, I think that would have been enough to stand on its own. Just scorpion. But it's an awesome build, man. Great job. Again,
Awesome pom pom.
consistently good builds from Penn. JC Wolf, 16 in plot number 2. View at night, titled The Land in Between. Here walketh the souls destined for the next life. Spirits unseen, protect those crossing the sacred bridge. Well, they're the spirits crossing over the bridge, Disc. You're not dead yet.
Yeah, but I want to go too.
Well, you gotta die first.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Slash kill disc.
/ kill Disc. Go ahead, Slick. Get in there. Get you some of that. Nailed it. You're a parkour genius.
Oh, I did it. I didn't want to wait in line, so I just kind of
You
got
can't
over.
cut the spirit bridge line, man.
Everyone, I can do whatever I want.
Blasphemy. So I think it's cool, and I think it's very ambitious to try and create such a this is kind of a big idea that JC's trying to take a bite off of here. This idea of a spirit bridge and stuff like that, it makes me think of, the River Hades and the ferryman and the coins on the eyes and stuff like that. And he's, props to JC for taking the risk and trying to create an entire environment and kind of like transport us into this different place. 'Cause that is not easy to do in these little plots. What do you think, Slick?
I forgot the river's name. It's River Styx.
Yeah, what did I say? The River Hades? No, that's
Yeah.
that's a dumb thing for a stupid person to say. I meant Styx, the River Styx.
I'm not a big mythological person. One of my friends I went to high school with, and I believe the thing is that you can enter the River Styx under a special something or other. I read, and basically you won't be able to die by getting stabbed to the heart. It would just be like you're wearing thick armor if you're not having anything on. But you have to have a small part of your body that could be very vulnerable to the point if they get that, even a little scratch, you will die.
Ooh. Ouch.
Wow. Unpleasant.
What do you think
I
about
think
this? What do you think
Hercules is
about
one.
the build, not about Greek mythology? Slick.
I like.
Not
I
that
really
I
like
don't
the-
care about your mythological and fantastical lessons, because you educate us every time, but about this build.
I really like the two arches. You got the smaller arch. I think trying to lessen the inflow of the spirits, or maybe that's just because why this is open.
You're reading
And
it
you
like
got
a bottleneck.
Yeah, and then you got the bigger, more sinister looking art showing you that you have not been a good person, so this is where you're going.
So, in other words, JC's using scale in the arches to kind of give us a direction and help set up the scenario here.
That's what I'm feeling.
Nice. What do you think, Kissy?
When I saw this, I thought of the movie Spirited Away. I don't know if you guys seen it. Seeing that type of walkway that they went upon, I think JC did really good in showing this is exactly the direction that they go on. I like it. The only thing that I would have maybe added was a little bit more quartz. A little bit.
So
But not.
you're talking about the block ratios.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's a little light in the quartz.
Yeah, it's a little blue heavy. But it's awesome.
Disc, weigh in, baby.
Disc.
Or don't. Your mic's muted, Disc. I don't know if you know that or not.
Spirited
I'm
Away
back.
in anime?
I was fixing a mic. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it's a Hayao Miyazaki film. It's pretty awesome.
So, immediately when I read the quote or whatever, I sort of thought of the movie Hercules, similar to what Slicks was talking about, Greek mythology and all that stuff. And there's a Greek god or whatever. Anyway, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to say that I really like the. I'm assuming that these things that are in the room are these they're like souls coming down. Either that or they're just for decoration, but either way they're built the same as the ones on the bridge. And I like the river because we've seen a few of these now where we have rivers in these builds, and
Yep.
I don't know, makes it look interesting and contrasting the floor instead of just having a solid floor.
Yep.
I would like to agree with Kissa and say that it is a little bit blue heavy. And I'd also like to say that he could have maybe put a bit more detail into the arches. The arches, as much as they're intimidating and everything like that, you can sometimes do different designs with those and make them look a bit better, rather. Sorry.
A little more,
And,
a little more Johnny depth.
Yeah, add a little bit more Johnny depth to them, and instead of doing like just one up, one over, one up, one over, you can do like curvature and all kinds of different cool things with arches that make them look
Curvature?
a lot more detailed. And so, if I could recommend something, I would probably say add a bit of quartz to one of the orange arch, maybe change ratio on it, and increase the height a bit and add a bit more detail.
A little bit more zazz.
Yeah, in general, just a little bit more detail. Nevertheless, good job, JC.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, very ambitious
Awesome.
to try and set up an entire environment like that for sure.
Yeah.
Plot number 3, To My Web. LOL, I am lame. Question mark, outdoor lounge. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Climb upstairs for a special massage. Oh, message.
Oh, snaps.
Oh, sorry to get your hopes up, Slick.
Oh.
I thought it was a massage too.
This takes his shirt off, but you don't.
IS2G, you pick the weirdest blocks. I can't compete with this.
Basically heard Duke bad.
I think
happens.
this might be a DQ anyway because this sign is outside.
Yeah, I think we should go easy on the DQs for this one.
I know.
Let's,
Yeah.
guys,
Nevertheless, it's
13 by 13 by 13.
mhm,
Build
mhm.
in there. Build in 13 by 13 by 13. Do it. It's in the rules.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I mean, it's cool. We got houses. People have built houses before. I think
metrical.
Chronic God built a house that won a 3 BC.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's orange and green and brown.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I think it's a cool idea for sure. I love builds that are interactive where you can just kind of cruise up there, hang out, be cool kids. I just
Would you
What?
pass the marshmallows?
Oh. Oops. I ate them all. My bad.
really.
Yeah, I did.
Is this what we're doing
Sorry?
here? Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, look.
During
We're roasting.
judging?
We're roasting this.
You can't
I
just
don't
stand in
burn.
the fire.
Some roasting
I-
plums right there.
We're cooking some buns.
I think it's a good build. I definitely think it's a good build. This little bit of detail in here, like with these little chairs and the little fire in the middle, that tells us that the ability to add cool little bits of detail other places is there, and maybe a little bit more time letting it marinate in the brains would have made something jump out, I think.
I like the top details. It's very, I don't know, it's appealing to my eyes. Maybe because of the color contrast.
It's
but
cool.
The design
yeah.
she did in it, it looks like floating sand.
Yeah, it does. It looks like the sand's floating up in the sky if I turn it to day, especially because of how the blue kind of disappears a touch with the sky in the background, you know.
Correct.
I don't
That's
know.
a good build.
Yeah, I think it's a good build. I don't think there's any reason to give up with 3 BCs forever at all. But, you know, that's just me. I don't know. What do you think, Slick?
I don't know how to feel about the top. I'm indifferent, I think, about it. I think this would be much better without it, despite there being a big empty space.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fire pit, the stars. My dad would definitely enjoy this area compared to any other outdoors person I know.
So, do you think you think it's just more distracting than anything?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh, I wonder if this is supposed to be like a type of smoke, but because the sand falls.
Not sure.
All right, moving on to plot number 4, Maddie Cashy. I call this little building trash.
What a name.
Macklemore Church. Ouch. What? All right.
I think the
Go ahead, Slick.
panes and the courts really go nice together for a church build.
Okay. I see with the quartz and the light blue, I actually see like more of a mega church kind of color palette because they're generally really modern looking versus like a classical cathedral type thing. I mean, I don't know if from the outside, if there weren't crosses in it, I would read this as a church, but the crosses are there, make it look like a church. I think that's a pretty ambitious thing to try and do too, to build an entire church structure in a 3BC plot, I think. I don't know. What do you think, Disc?
I was just looking at the chat for 3BC. While I discussed that, you might want to check that out. The church itself is actually really kind of cool. I like the design on the side, and I like the crosses and everything. But I wish I could walk up into it, you know. And then I wish that on the inside there was more blue and maybe some actual red sand, because a little quartz heavy in my opinion.
I mean, there's a lot of glass, so how do you think, like, what are some ways maybe to put the sand in there?
Well, the floor, you can maybe add some sand down there, or on the inside, maybe instead of a blue cross back here, you could have the red sand, you know? I don't know. The fact that they have a sign here that says called this little building trash, I don't know. As much as we want to like do 3BC and people can be creative and everything like that, we shouldn't color their stuff trash, because you want actually people to vote for you for player choice, right? So I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It's a good build. There's not that much on top either, though. If I were up there, maybe I'd put a cross or something like that.
Yeah, just something up on the top to finish it out.
On the top as well. But nevertheless, I think this was this person's first 3BC. So
yeah, I think so too. And I think it's definitely a solid entry. What do you think, Kissy?
I'm iffy with that sign calling it trash, because I don't see it as trash. I really like the colors and the structure of it. I don't know if they're kind of making fun of Macklemore, or if they worship Macklemore.
Or if they're making fun of people that worship Macklemore.
Yeah, unsure how to feel about this.
But it's Macklemore. He drives a big black Cadillac.
Oh my god. But I really like it. It's a little quartz heavy, like this, tongue tied. This said, but other than that, it's really good. Ew. Yes.
Alright, I already gave my opinion about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Alright. I mean, moving on. It's, hey, it's a testy kind of a thing. A touchy subject, so.
Yeah.
Plot number 5, Trex Tex. I fished this out of a swamp around Slick's house. I'm just gonna move Ewan out of the way real quick. Thank you. I fished this out of a swamp around Slick's house. This must be his not-so-distant relative, the Neanderthal. Trex is calling you a Neanderthal, Slicks.
He specifically pulled me over here to look at this.
And how do you feel about that?
And in order to train Outcast, I griefed his house and sent in a mutter.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, this is your cousin?
He looks a little bit more sunburnt than I do. But, there's no evil smile. I don't know, he's really tall. I'm not that tall.
Yeah. How tall are you, Slick?
I am 6'1".
That's pretty tall. I think this is a little thin to be related to you, Slick.
This is out of a swamp around Slick's house.
See,
I got...
Yeah. Do you have swamps around your house?
No, I live in the desert. This guy needs to get his facts straight.
I think Slick's feelings a little hurt.
This is I actually kind of like this build. It's an interesting idea. But if you're fishing this out of a swamp, it wouldn't be frozen.
Right. So, okay, here's the thing. This reminds me of the movie Encino Man. I don't know who's seen that or not. It's
Oh
a terrible
my
movie
God.
with Pauly Shore. And
It's not terrible.
it's a terrible movie. And Brendan Fraser from all the Mummy, other terrible movies. This looks okay. The effect of this being a giant ice block with someone frozen in it is excellent. I totally see it completely.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's the block ratio is just off. There's so much blue that it makes even the red sand look blue, and not enough red sand. So if this was dug up out of a swamp, I don't know how it's frozen still. But if it would be dug up out of a swamp, I imagine there would be like a layer of mud on the top of it, kind of dripping down the sides. So maybe some of the red sand on top, because there's still a space.
Ooh.
There's a block,
Yeah,
a space up there, something. I don't know.
that would be cool.
I don't know. What do you think, Kissy?
I like how he put the detail of the white quartz
Mhm.
into the block of ice. That was just pretty cool to me. But yeah, being that it's blue heavy, it's hard to tell that there's a quote unquote Slick's Neanderthal cousin in there. And oh, I don't know how to feel about it.
All right.
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, Trex, this is made as an affront to Slick, so it's successful in that manner, but, you know. Moving on to plot number 6. Durkslurgs, Slugakaze warplane taking out one of Trex's boats. Wow.
Oh, he's taking that from me.
Wow.
In the dirt.
Let's see here.
Well, there you go.
The rising sun will make Trex fade to black. Hashtag King of East G. The Archduke of Greater Manassas strikes again, and with great vengeance and wrathful fury and furious anger and decisiveness.
Got a sign back here for you.
Slugs checking us out on the live stream. What's up, baby?
That's the sign that he just read.
Yeah,
Slick.
he's just not paying attention. Slick, whatever.
I was looking through the chat. and I was
Slug says, because Slugs initially called out Trex for this 3BC, and instead Trex calls out Slicks. Whatever, Trex. Anyway, what are you guys thinking? Here's what I think. Slick, shut up. This is what I think. I mean, the destruction of the boat is incredible. The action and activity and the chaos kind of on the bottom here is awesome. And this plane, it looks like more of like a space fighter plane kind of thing than a jet. Because it says Slugikaze, so I think kamikaze, like World War II, and it didn't look like that, but it's Slugikaze. So maybe, obviously Drunk Slug has his own air force. So, I don't know. What do you think? Somebody, disc, go.
Okay,
I choose you.
the bottom of the plane is what I'm assuming is this side over here, and you got the nice cockpit up here. So the plane is definitely really cool, but I would like to say that is this plane going down now? Because it's very close to the bottom of the ocean, so I don't know if maybe Drunk got shut down or something like that, or what. But nevertheless, I really like how the bottom of the of the plot looks pretty much just destroyed, and there's a bunch of, you can tell that definitely there was a boat there still, but that Drunk has dominated the boat. It's a very active piece.
Agreed. Kissy.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement in it that I like. I could see, the waves coming up. Maybe if some of the waves were a little bit taller, trying to like engulf it more would be cool. But
You just want to see more destruction out of this.
yeah, probably.
Violent
Totally
or
more
violent woman.
destruction.
Violent woman.
No. Well, maybe just a little bit. Anyways, the ship's really cool. And from this side, I like how he made it look like a sun. So it's almost like two different pictures in one thing going on.
Don't let the sun go down on me. I dedicate that song to Slugs. He's not here.
Totally gonna love it.
Also, for next challenge, let it be known now and forever that Drunk Slug will be taking on and has called out Speaker on Go.
Oh,
So let
come
it be
on,
written.
Speaks.
Drunk Slug,
Bring your
that
A-game.
is a fun build, and good luck to you. May you vanquish all your foes. And hear the lamentations of their women and see them driven before you. Plot number 7, One Letter Shore. Best name so far. Close second, One Letter Long Gugu. Let's see. Another useless structure in weird red sands. Bring to the Museum of Non-Existence. Okay. People
I have a feeling Slicks is gonna like this.
very
I
highly
voted for this.
critical.
You're not supposed to tell people Slicks.
I guess you can.
Well, just the fact that you nailed it.
Did he nail it, Slicks?
I'm getting a big Indiana Jones vibe from this.
Oh, okay. Thank you for saying vibe. I thought you were gonna say a different. Carry on. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Just because it's in the desert, trying to cover a big tomb that I'm assuming this is a fountain. Just shot its way out and uncovered it.
Well, I'm thinking like that's the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones with like all the melting Nazis around it. That's what I see. But go ahead. Sorry.
You got the, what is it? I'm assuming this is a tent, so some archaeologist already found this place.
There's a bed there. I think that's what that is.
Oh, snaps.
Oh crap! I was about to ask what that was.
Like could be boxes or something like that, and then there's some kind of important.
Oh, is this a pillar that
Relic.
fell down? That's really cool.
Yeah. I really like the lighting. The use of the lighting is really nice. The torches, because, torches would actually make sense. But, I really like the lighting at the top of this blue structure.
It's so pretty.
Looks really cool.
Nice power beam going on.
I'm really kind of just mesmerized here by the way the lighting is working with the glass up there. That is creating a really cool effect, and especially now at night, it looks like a couple of stained glasses next to me are just completely a different color of stained glass.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which I think is really awesome. I mean, this is a really cool, this entire atmospheric unique little landscape that One Letter Shore has created here, which is pretty impressive. That's not easy to do. The only thing that I can say about this, I appreciate that "hi" is written on the back of this, on the back of this wall. Very nice. If the outer walls were moved in just one more block, you'd still have room for everything in there, right? But then you'd be able to put this pillar or colonnade kind of detail on the outside too, and then it would be as interesting as it is from this angle, 360. That is.
I like that, but I also like the high. I think that's kind of funny.
Again, I said I like the high. I do.
Yeah.
Right.
I do like the high. That's a cool build. I think, is this One Letter Short's first entry in a 3 Block Challenge? I think it is.
I think it is,
Oh.
yeah.
I think. Is it?
I don't think
No.
so. I thought he was just in the
Was
last
it last time too? New this season though.
Could be.
For sure.
New to the season, yeah.
Okay.
He just
Yeah,
joined
new
a
to
few,
the season. Yep,
maybe
yep.
a week or two ago.
That's a good build.
Yep.
For sure.
Awesome.
Plot number 8,
Yeah.
Raz. Hello, friend.
Raise.
Shut up, Raz. The build can be looked at in every way. A
Night,
beam of
Raz.
ice taking over a beautiful, peaceful world. So, again, this crazy woman bringing wanton destruction.
Oh, man.
It's kind of cool. You can see the beam kind of spiraling down out of the sky and tearing stuff up. There's like a lot of action and a lot of chaos going on around it. But you can see that like all the blocks she has in the middle are not just randomly like thrown in there, because she's kind of drawn attention to the beam itself. And you know, I can confirm that trying to create a spiral, there's a double helix with the glass panes is a pain in the butt.
It is a very big pain.
That is not easy to do. So props to Raz there. What do you think, Slicks?
Well, right off the bat, I noticed that it looks like she's trying to terraform a beautiful, successful desert with ice. I thought this was like a huge thunderstorm. I didn't read the signs. And now that I know it's an ice beam, it actually looks much better.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that the outer wall of the red sand is not just a flat slate of red sand.
Yep.
I think I'm more impressed than that, even more than just the spirals, that she didn't overlook that detail.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably go ahead and say that I really like the use of the torches in this one. She didn't have to use the overhead lighting. She used focused lighting on the specific edges or outer parts of the ice beam. I really like that. And then just again in the bottom, subtle lighting, but it really actually lights it up really nicely. And again, I like the fact that on the outer walls there isn't just sand.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually composed of all 3 types of blocks.
Yep.
So it's definitely a good use of all the blocks in healthy ratios.
The only thing I would do different, I think you're right on there, Dis. The only thing I would do different is break this one single block right here, because it is creating a lighting glitch. It's not letting this light out, and that lights up the point. It lights up the point where the beam is actually hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
But that's just me. So, Kissy, digging this, huh?
Totally digging this. Raz did a really good job on this.
Nailed it.
One of Raz's better builds, I would think.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more lighting glitched on the bottom. But that's just being nitpicky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This was a really good job.
Yeah,
Well done.
it was completely awesome.
Well done.
Hmm.
Good job, Raz. Legit, good job. Plot
night,
number
Raz.
9.
Good night, Raz.
What are you talking about? Plot number 9, Slick 77. And here we are, plot number 10. Discoveries. Shut up,
No,
shut
we're
up,
not.
Slicks. Shut up,
We're not
Slicks.
here.
Come and enjoy. Look, he spelled enjoy with an I. Come and enjoy the tropical sauna. Gaze at the bright stars through the glass dome. View at night and moody. Well, Kissy's already moody.
What?
Easy, easy. Because if I keep saying crap like that, she'll get moody. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
In the dirt, dude. In the dirt.
Dirted. Yeah, I gotta read that again. Sorry, the plot errors in this were distracting. Come and enjoy the tropical sauna. Gaze at the bright stars through the glass dome. View at night and moody. Alright, I'm gonna gaze at some stars. Okay, so I'm in the water now, in the sauna. And I look up and I do see stars lit in the sky above. Yeah, I gotta say, every sauna that I've been in with other men is, it's kind of foggy in there. Foggy. Misty
What are
and
you
steamy. Steamy in there. And sometimes, no. And, with the transparent glass around, and the white kind of saved only for the top half, or mostly for the top half because we're supposed to be in here gazing up. I do get kind of a misty, steamy kind of vibe from being in here. And it's not just because of my smoking hot company. But
guys, get a room.
Shut
God,
up. What do you
gross.
think, Kissy?
I think it could have been lit up a little bit more. It's really dark for a sauna. But the composition of the blocks ratio is really cool.
Do you have it sounds like you have an audience there, Kissy, with some birds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're interrupting birds.
What is
Awesome.
What is Brian Fellows? That's what popped into my head. The Tracy Morgan skit on Saturday Night Live. I'm Brian Fellows. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Kissy.
No, you lost me there.
That's alright.
Lost him over the head. But
It's okay. I entertained myself, so that's really what this
obviously
is
you
all
do.
about.
Oh, it's all good, dude.
Go ahead. Sorry to keep interrupting.
Interrupting cow. You're just like my birds. No, it's awesome.
You're
I
a
like
cow.
the design in it. Moo.
It's interesting. I like the design. Good. Slicks. You could have done better. Let's leave. Disc, where you at, man? Where's Disc? Where did Disc go?
I'll be right there. I'm dealing with something.
Oh.
Alright, Disc is dealing with something. We'll get his thoughts on it later. Let's go to Disc's plot.
Oh.
I see what he's dealing with.
Oh, disc.
I see. This is a DQ for Disc. He is too...
No, it's not. I was adding a sign.
It's too slow. DQ.
That's so cheating.
Not. I had to explain it. I forgot.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Dead.
Hi there. Built this in 15 minutes because I fell asleep. This is a wave that is about to come crashing down onto a beach. I'm calling out Rose for the next 3BC. Oh, snap! You got called out, Rose. There's not a chance she is
I
watching
had
this
to add that because
or
I
will ever
needed
see
to.
this. But
No, actually, I won't go. I won't say anything.
okay, we'll wait for server announcements maybe for that.
Maybe server announcements, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I won't say anything. Go ahead and do your stuff.
Oh,
Oh, disc. For being done in 15 minutes, it's pretty rad.
I agree.
I don't want to get like hit by the waves or anything. Almost makes me want to grab a surfboard or something.
Kissy,
I
surfing.
If I knew how to swim.
could
You
walk
can't
through the wave.
swim?
No.
Don't you live like 30 seconds? Do you basically live in the ocean?
Pretty much.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
15 minutes
I
away
thought
from
you're
the
like a
beach.
5.0 earthquake away from being part of the sea, from living on an island.
Probably will.
Jeez. All right, Slicks. Kissy can't swim. What else we learned today? What do you think about this?
I really like the fact that not only can you see the froth, I think, the sea foam of the wave, but you got the glass and the quartz in the sand as like seashells or critters. But I would have liked to have seen a shark with a chainsaw riding a surfer
Mm-hmm.
coming through the wave onto the beach.
God, Slick's pretty high detail orientated for someone that only had 15 minutes to build the build. Just
And
saying.
orientated is not a word. I would have just liked to have seen some more of the foam, like the white foam, just kind of outlining the crest a little bit more. It looks like a wave because it's the shape of a wave, and there is foam throughout the wave as it's coming up. But I feel like in my mind, if I had to picture a wave, I would see most of the foam concentrated around the lip. But I think, again, this is really great, especially for being completed in 15 minutes. Unfortunately, we got a DQ because the late edition of Science DQ.
Yep.
Ouch.
But no, it's a good build.
Ouch,
Another
yes.
good build from Discoveries. Who would have thunk it?
Awesome.
Who would have thunk it? Plot number 11, Deutsch Bergman. Let's see. Ran out of time. Beach. What'd you call me?
It's the ran out of time beach.
The ran out of time beach. Completely vacant.
It's for anyone who ran out of time to get to the other beaches.
That doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, I think...
You laughed at it though, so it did.
Yeah, well, I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
No, drunk is drunk.
Yeah, I wish he was here. I think... I actually think this is a great beach, to be honest. The only problem with it is that it's not done and there's like 10 more blocks of space above it with nothing in it. Maybe some seagulls, maybe a tree of some kind, maybe a cabana, maybe Slicks and like a cabana boy rubbing lotion on his back so his milky, creamy, pale skin doesn't burn.
Running away on
in the
that
hot
one.
tropical
Gross.
sun.
Gross.
Yeah.
Rub it on there.
Yeah.
Gag.
Yeah.
I gotta give me a good tan for you, Disc.
Oh my god.
God, guys.
Finish it next time, Deutsch. You had a really great start there. Sarah CB. Nice unibrow.
Just see me.
Very nice.
Caveman.
I think she's like AFK.
Cave woman.
Probably is on Mind Chat.
Plot 12. Sarah CB. Let's see what we got. What's over here? Be you man or mirror? Who gets it?
I do not get it. Unfortunately. But
Slicks,
nevertheless,
you want to research that real quick?
sure. I'll take a look.
What the heck
Slick.
is this? I don't even know. This doesn't even look familiar to me. I guess.
I don't think you're paying attention to. I think they just look like curls to you, and I'll tell you what.
It looks like snakes,
Yeah.
like Medusa, but
Yeah. Yeah.
the
You remember
eye
how
flashing
Medusa's
tongue motion.
she's a Gorgon. You know how she was killed?
Yeah, she got her head chopped off by
All I'm getting is
Yeah, I'm not gonna know this. My friend would know this.
I am only getting Chris Young lyrics.
Chris, I'm sure that's probably what it is.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, no. Maybe it's when you look at it, you have to determine whether or not you're looking at a person or yourself.
All right. I'm not gonna discredit your guys' ideas because it's not expressly stated. I'm gonna go with it's a Gorgon, like Medusa, and this is the stone turning beam, and you can kind of.
Oh, I know why she did this.
You can
If
stand.
that's your theory, then I know exactly
kind
why
of
she
stand
did this.
right here, and it's like you're getting zapped by the beams.
There's no
Sarah
beam. You have to look at his
has-
eyes.
Sarah has been playing
This League of Legends thing.
a League of Legends game or something like that.
Casio.
Maybe it's Dota 2. But there is a person in that whose name is Cassiopeia, and she is a serpent Medusa style person, and she does just exactly what you just described, Duke. So
Well, good. Then we're all on the same page.
Awesome.
yeah.
So
Oh
I'm-
wait, hang on.
Uh-huh.
Hang on. She's notifying me. It's myth. I have no idea what Sarah means. Myth.
All right. So here's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Let's, instead of wasting all the time arguing about what we think this may or may not be, what we should do is look at what she's given us. And what I'm seeing here is little snake heads. There's little tiny bits of detail in the little snake heads, right? Face is solid. We got these beams, so she's setting up this dynamic composition where it's loaded on one side with a static kind of a thing, and there's loaded on the other side. Even though there's less blocks there, it's more active. And I would have just liked to have seen these be maybe the little flying sparks of energy, power, stone beam, whatever you want to call them, just a little bit bigger with a little bit more zazz. But that's just me. What do you guys think?
Why did she put just something you can fly through for the beams?
But I think if you stand there on that edge, it looks like you're getting zapped with them.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
then
oh
I should sit
snaps,
down.
I'm dead. Cool.
Which I think is pretty sweet.
I love the snakes coming out of her head.
Yep. They're really jazzy. I mean, they are
Yeah.
from all over. I can like.
They got their
I can,
mouths open like, you're dead.
See them.
Nice
It's
knowing
sweet.
you.
Sweet. Good job, CB. That is a fun, very cool build. Appreciate it. Sorry we had to have a big fight about what we think it's about. The curtain, the funeral pall comes down with a rush of storm, and the angels, all pallid and wan, uprising, unveiled, affirm the play is the tragedy man, and its hero, the conqueror worm.
I gotta read that again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since I don't watch any plays and I've never even heard of this, I'm not gonna see this and understand a play in this build.
It's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh man. That's hard
His
to
name's
understand anyways.
Nevermore.
Ah, the Raven.
Like, yeah. It's
I know that
it's
one.
a quote from from a poem called The Conqueror Worm.
Nice. Oh. So is it like physically a worm?
Well, you know, Kissy, I don't want to ruin it for you if you want to read it.
I guess I better do that.
I
Get
think
to reading.
You should
Hey,
you should read. Yeah.
I need to learn my AB3s, but yeah. okay.
AB3s and 1-2Cs.
Exactly.
That's
So
a
you
thing.
Get me.
Yeah. Those are all things.
Those exist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumb
In
phonics.
America. I don't know. In America, anyway.
Here, Kissy, I found the poem. Oh, I
Oh.
put it just in judging.
Oh.
It's pretty epic.
Okay.
I think you might like it, Slick.
I will save that one for later.
I think this
Thanks.
works. I think this works way better at nighttime.
Ooh, that lighting again.
Yeah, because
gosh.
I mean we got the cool, crazy lighting effect, and also the glass panes aren't lost against the sky. Yeah. And how many people did we have in it this time? I think we're actually over for breaking for part number 2. Yeah, we are.
I think so.
We are. We got on a roll, it became this thing, and we just went with it.
Right.
About
It
13.
happens.
No, I think that this is actually a really interesting idea. It's not really symmetrical, but it has that sort of idea that you could split it in half. So it's like the texture around the outside.
Mhm.
And I haven't actually read the poem, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail on how it relates to that. But I do really like the lighting strip on the inside. I think that is a really interesting idea to have them all aligned as if it was like you're doing redstone.
Yep.
And then you really like spirals, but I think that it might have been kind of cool on the inside, instead of blue spirals, something else was done with the blue so that it didn't all look. That's just my idea, but I think that's just a personal preference.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I think if you know the poem and you're familiar with the work, that it's a value added thing. And I mean, we can't. The build challenge is about what we're seeing before us, not about our ability to quote poetry. Though I think it's very valuable to appropriately name and title your things, especially if it's meaningful to you.
Oh,
Then
it was hot.
you definitely have to do it. Slicks will just have an argument with the cat.
I'm
next to him.
Made some banging pork chops for dinner, and they're really spicy.
And this, I'm ecstatic for you,
Nothing
Slick.
to
Yeah.
do with the build.
some banging chop.
Good to know your mom makes banging pork chops.
I made the banging pork.
I thought you said she made.
No, she was complaining about how spicy they were, and she likes spicy foods.
Cool. So, do you want to? I mean, can we talk about the recipe, or do we want to finish the judging?
Judging,
I
Slicks?
can do both.
Okay.
Gravy seed, please.
So, I'm gonna have to read that poem over.
Okay, you're muted. So, plot 13. No, what I'm seeing is,
Like tornado,
yeah.
but now I'm seeing like a force between just good and evil, with the good on the inside fighting the more sporadic chaos on the outside.
Power struggle.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a huge. We talked about with Raz's how there is a huge amount of difficulty involved with getting the glass panes to frickin' work as a spiral. So props for that.
Yep.
It is not much easier with slabs.
No.
And it's yeah, obviously the sand is a falling block. It's affected by gravity, so it's cool that they're kind of just placed there, and it looks like they're floating, which is awesome too. That's awesome. It is awesome in a lot of ways. At the end of the day, though, it is another symmetrical build. I mean, as we fly around it, it does have kind of a motion to it, so I think it's quite a number of levels above normal symmetrical builds. But if we were looking at it stationarily, which is not a word, but if we were doing that from one side to the next, it's kind of the same thing. I think
You
this
look at
is-
it from the top or the bottom,
I think
it would
it's
be symmetrical.
yeah. I think this is another example of Nevermore giving us a build that is more experiential. You know, that its meaning and impact changes as you travel through it. So props for that.
Nice job, Nevermore.
Yeah, another cool idea and another interesting execution. I think we should call this for part number 1. I think we went way over.
Yeah,
But we got into this thing. It was a thing. Anyway,
it was a thing.
it was totally a thing. So that is it for part number 1. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the live stream. What's up, everybody? Get on and vote for the Player Choice Award. To do that, you have until we're done judging to do that. Also, if you're checking us out after the fact on the YouTubes, thank you. I appreciate every single like, every single comment, and every single view. It means a lot to me that you took a second to check this out, so thank you. Check out part number 2. Links in the description. Dudes, check us out on the live stream. We're going to be right back. Stick around. Part number 2 is coming up right now.